New Horizons, page 120.
Good evening. I'm Bill Connolly, and you're listening to our program New Horizons. Tonight's topic has to do with hyphenated Americans. Italian Americans, German Americans, Irish Americans, African Americans, Mexican Americans. It's the same old story. Penniless immigrants arrive on American shores seeking a new life, and because they work hard, they manage to have a better life. But at a time when immigration is such a burning political issue, is the American dream still alive? To answer our questions, we're pleased to welcome Alejandro Perez. Could you tell us more about yourself?
Good evening, Bill. Well, first of all, let me tell you that the dream is still alive. Millions of people have uprooted themselves to pursue this dream. It is still very powerful. I'm from the outskirts of Mexico City. I left my wife and child in Mexico to try and make it out here in the U.S. I want them to have better living conditions and a higher standard of living.
How come you were ready to leave everything behind? What made you leave your native country?
As I said, I had to find a way out of poverty and unemployment. In Mexico, I was making 600 pesos a month, about $70, as a car mechanic, but that was not enough to provide my family with the bare necessities.
Are jobs in the U.S. better paid?
Yes, even the lowest paid jobs in the U.S. are worth the sacrifices compared to the wages we have in Mexico. I earn 8 to 10 times more here. There are so many jobs available for unskilled workers, too. The 2,000-kilometer border between our two countries is a strong magnet.
Indeed, over 1 million Mexicans migrate to the U.S. every year, despite the global recession. What other reasons forced you to migrate?
The prospects in the U.S. are much greater. Material comfort can be reached easily. Excellent med facilities increase life expectancy. It is 4 years more than in Mexico. I want my family to join me when the time comes. I hope that my little boy will get a good education.
One more question, Alejandro. Would you say that there is a Mexican dream?
Oh yes, definitely. The real Mexican dream is that people leave for the U.S., find a job, improve their income gradually over the years, get papers, bring their family, and build something in the U.S., but then later, depending on their age and how they do, go back to Mexico and retire there.
From what we've heard tonight, we can say that Latinos in the U.S. are at a crossroads, economically, politically, and culturally. They are a force to be reckoned with. So, Alejandro, we wish you good luck, and thank you for sharing your experience with us.